What is up, pimps and players, and welcome back to another video. So recently I reached my goal for the season, which is Grandmaster, and I thought it'd be a good idea to go over what I think helped me the most during my climb, as well as go over a game that displays my mentality really well. And in doing that, maybe you guys can pick up something and apply it to your game, see if it helps you out during your climb. But before we get into it, I want to announce that I created a Discord server. The link is in the pinned comment and the description. Feel free to join if you're interested in getting notified when I go live or when a new video comes out. Come and discuss Quinn, League of Legends, and ask me questions if you want. So the first thing I started doing is honing in on how I want to play the game. Before I even think about pressing Q up, my mindset going into the game is always the same. Quinn is at her absolute strongest in the mid game, from items 2 to 3. If you reach that point and you're not like giga behind your enemy laner, and your team isn't like, it's obviously not an insane stomp one way or the other, you have a good chance of winning. You have a good chance of having a much greater influence on the game than the enemy top laner, because Quinn's ult is just that strong. So taking that idea, my mindset became go even or even slightly behind and outvalue the enemy top laner in the mid game. I'm entering the game just solely thinking I'm probably not going to win lane. They're going to play defensive, whatever. I'm probably not going to get a solo kill. But what matters is if I'm even, my ult is so strong that I will be stronger than the enemy. I will impact more of the game than the enemy top laner. To further exemplify this, if you go to DPM low and see Quinn at 15 minutes, she is on average down 9 CS, 150 gold, and 420 XP on her enemy laner. And she's still the highest win rate top laner. So it's completely normal to not be ahead in lane, be even, or even slightly behind, because you will just be so much stronger, you will just have so much influence on the game once that mid game hits, once you're hitting your second and third item spike. And I took this philosophy into the rune page that I started taking. I'm now going double gold generation and pretty much going Shiv every game. What this does for me is that it gets me free gold. Treasure Hunter grants you 450 free gold every game, and Triumph grants you 20 gold per takedown. That's a lot of extra gold that you're getting, which is propelling you into items 2 and 3 where you're at your absolute strongest. On top of this, going Shiv every game makes it so you hit your item 2 and 3 spikes a lot earlier than you would be starting any other item. If you go Profane first, for example, you're hitting your second and third item 500 gold later than if you would have gone Shiv. The same goes for Kraken Slayer, 400 gold later. And so my entire philosophy is I'm hitting item 2 and especially 3. Once you have your first 2 items, which is normally Shiv and Edge of Night plus Lord Dominic's, you deal so much damage. You one-shot basically any squishy. So I went and picked out a VOD that highlights this playstyle and mindset really well. I'm going to spoil a little bit. The game doesn't go very well for me at the beginning, but again, I'm not playing for the early game. I'm playing for minutes 15 to 25, where most league games get decided. And starting things off, it doesn't go too well for me. I mean, I'm playing against Irelia, and I kind of do something stupid. I burn both my summoner spells. And if you keep going, this one, this level 1 really doesn't go well for us. Like if you look at the game state, yeah, I got to kill and assist. Enemy Irelia got a kill and 2 assists. I have no summoner spells. She has everything. It's not looking good. And I'm just going to fast forward through the lane a bit. There really isn't much to see. I get hit by Q. I mean, it's already a bad lane state because of the fact that I'm at the wave late. I don't have sums, and then on top of that, I get hit by Q. And we could even fast forward even more. I get dove. I do trade 1 for 1, which is fine. But yeah, I mean, I can keep going through it. Now my wave is coming to me. This is a very bad state to be at, having no sums against Irelia. And especially if you get hit by the E like me, and I'm just forced to back off again. So as you can see, it's very, very bad. I'm down like 2 whole levels. The wave is frozen. I am not having fun. I should it's back on me. And to exemplify to get it, I'm zoned off again. Thankfully the wave is coming to me. And here's a really crucial point in the game. I am down 2 whole levels, but as long as I just make it out of here, as long as I just make it to this mini wave, I'm fine. And so what you want to do against Irelia, if you want her to just get off of her, is you want to land the near sight first, like I do, and then E away from her. Landing the near sight made it so that even if she landed E on me, she won't be in range to cast her Q afterwards. So one really important thing on Quinn is that when your lane is bad, don't try to salvage it. My entire goal, all I'm thinking about at this point, is I'm extremely far behind. I am never going to beat Irelia 1v1. My entire goal right now is to reach level 6 and then defend my top turret and look for roam opportunities. So now what I do is I just push this wave as fast as possible, get as much XP as possible, and then sneak into a bush and just try and soak XP. As you can see, I'm about a wave and a half off level 6. So I just need to be able to soak up enough XP to get to level 6. And then I can start playing the game. But one thing I do want to point out is that if you look at the gold count, I'm not that far behind. It's only 400. You would think that being down 27 CS and down an assist, I would be behind. But thanks to Treasure Hunter having 3 Treasure Hunter procs and 60 bonus gold from Triumph, I'm really not that far behind. And see, here my entire goal is just soak XP, the wave is coming back to me, and Udyr feels like trolling. He even wasted his flash. Free kill. Your opponents will always make mistakes in solo queue. If people want to do something stupid like that, take full advantage. But at this point, I'm level 6. And now at this point, the mission we set from earlier, hit level 6, has been accomplished. Irelia is pulling the wave. She wants to set up another freeze and kill me on the freeze. I'm not entertaining it. If she can pull that wave, I'm leaving. I'm leaving. My Malzahar's up in mid lane. There's a play here to be made. And I even get a kill and an assist out of it. Now, if there isn't a play, see, notice how Irelia started pushing the wave once she saw I didn't show. One thing you can do, especially against Irelia, is most top laners, if they try to set up a freeze like that, they will hold it for a little bit, and if they don't see you, they'll just push it because they want to get plates, etc., etc. And for example, here this play worked out the best way possible. But if it doesn't, say for example there's not a play to be made in mid lane, I would just hop on Valor, do the same exact thing, walk around to this area, and be ready for a play in mid lane, and then monitor Irelia. If Irelia pushes the wave, I'll just go back and collect the top wave. If there's a play to be made mid lane, I go and make the play. When you're as behind in lane as I am in this game, one of the best things you can do, especially on Quinn, because the enemy team, if you don't show on the minimap, the whole enemy team will be scared. They'll be, oh, Quinn is roaming, Quinn is roaming. the most broken thing you can do when behind is just not showing. Is being out of vision if you can't walk up to the lane like I couldn't. So now I'm just repeating the cycle. Irelia based, so I'm pushing wave and I'm hopping on Valor and I'm going bot side. Now you see what I do. I didn't know I was over a ward, but I hop on Valor. They see me go into the bot. They see me go towards mid lane, and they're instantly pinging. Irelia's pinging this bush as my mid lane, and look, she just shoved the wave. I'm safe here, so I can just collect the minion wave. Now again, after clearing that wave, I'm going out of vision and ulting. Here, I see my teammates pinging towards top lane and looking for a play on top lane, so I'm kind of positioning for her. And with Malzahar hold, she just instantly dies, right? We burn her flash. Cool. I get pushed. We have grub vision. Now again, I want to pause at this portion of the game, and if you look at the state, if you look at the lane state of top lane, I'm down 50 CS. I'm up a kill and up an assist, but I'm down 3 plates, and yet I am only behind 500 gold. And if you just count items and boots, I am equal. I have 1 item. Now her items are more expensive, but you know what I mean. I'm on first item plus boots. So is she. Again, my job at this point in the game has just been protecting this tier 1, at least until plating falls. Again, my job right now is still to just hold Irelia when I need to, and look for roaming opportunities. I see Irelia start walking bot lane, and there's a fight starting to break out, so I have my way down. I don't need to be top lane. It's better for me to be with my team here than to push for a top turret that I can't even get. And would you look at that, we catch out Mel. Another winning skirmish. Now, I also want to show out that, you know, not every play you roam to will always be good. I should have just seen Sona died and went to catch a wave. And sometimes you'll be on a different page with your teammates. Here, Malzahar wants to go top lane and just kill Irelia. I'm a little bit split between the 2 calls. We're also a little bit outnumbered. It's a really hard situation to play. And it ends up going really bad. Triple kill. We basically have 4 for nothing because Sona died earlier. 5 for nothing even. But it's alright because in the chaos of solo queue, you can find so many little picks that can instantly turn a game. Especially with a champion as map present as Quinn is. One thing I'm looking at here is my ally side laner, my mid laner, who's going to be on the opposite side lane of me, is Malzahar. And he has an ult button that essentially guarantees a kill. Now, one thing that I'll do often over the course of this game is I will look to roam around my Malzahar. Here, again, still defending tier 2 is the most important thing, especially against these split push champs. My priority number 1 is still, if Irelia is threatening the tier 2, stop her from getting the tier 2. I'm not going to abandon the tier 2 for a roam opportunity. That's way too much. That's way too much to give over to Irelia. But at the same time, in between, when you have to show up bot lane to catch the wave before it reaches the turret, you should be hopping on Valor, especially with level 11, because it costs basically nothing. You should be hopping on Valor and at least panning your camera over to your teammates and seeing if there's an available play. Now in this case there was nothing. I declined the play and catch bot wave. I'm kind of running out of things to say because I feel like I'm kind of repeating myself. It's really the same formula. Catch side lane, defend your tier 2, look for a roam play. If there is a play, go for it. If there's not, decline it and go back to your side lane. Now we just picked off 2 people, and enemy team really wants to play it for some reason still, even though we have Sona regeneration and we can like stay around for a little bit longer. And I know this situation looks kind of scary. It looks really scary, in fact, because we're a bunch of ranged champions against Irelia. If Irelia does something, if Irelia gets a good stun off, gets a good ult, things can go really bad. But one thing that is extremely important, one tool that Quinn has over Irelia that can completely ruin her in a fight, is landing your Q. Same thing as in lane before. If you land Q and then E, she can't dash on anything. What can she do? From Irelia's POV, I wish you could see the nearsighted POV of Irelia right now. She can't see anything. This is all she can see. She can see the minions. If she weren't nearsighted, this is, I don't know, this is a triple kill or something. Hell, she might even get a pentakill. That's one thing to note. Nearsighting targets is extremely important. Knowing what to nearsight. And continuing on is just the same. It's the same thing. Push outside lane, look for a play. Here, Udyr got caught in our jungle, so we just get a free Otacon. But after that, back to business. Push outside lane, and look for plays after pushing it down. Here, I noticed their entire team's bot lane, so I could get a free top turret here. I'm way faster in the top lane than pretty much everybody. Only Irelia with TP can stop me here. I'll drop Fog of War, but we saw all 4 of them in bot side. So my idea is that if I just go top lane, I can get this turret before anybody can show up. But this is why it's always important to pan your camera. While I'm walking top lane, I notice Irelia is playing pretty far up, and my Malzahar has ult up. And so Irelia is probably thinking to play diffuse. I'm gonna push one more wave, but little does she know, this is why it's so strong. Malzahar is a really special case, but playing around the opposite side lane as Quinn is extremely broken, because people won't expect you, and people won't expect how fast you are here. This is a Grandmaster game, and Irelia isn't respecting how fast I can be bot lane. Hell, I could have been here even faster. I could have been here 5 seconds earlier if I didn't decide to walk top lane first, and then I saw her trolling. And then just look how easy a kill is with Malzahar. Free. After that, take the mid turret. Support your team, push side lanes. Support your team, push side lanes. Now, it seems that Irelia really hasn't learned her lesson. I know our Malzahar is a little bit around, but I know that he's going to be the first one here, so I can play extremely aggressive on Irelia here. It's okay if I get stunned, it's okay if I get ulted, because Malzahar is going to ult before I die anyways. And that was an especially big pick because they're on Dragon Soul, and now we have a 5v4. And because of that pick, because of that 5v4, we then get a free team fight and a free dragon. And if you notice, Irelia bought a QSS because of the last 2 incidents. But what she notices, what she comes to find out is it doesn't matter. Now again, it may seem like Irelia is just playing really aggressive, playing really far up, oh, what she's doing is bad or whatever. But the thing is, she can't do this. She can't even walk up here. If she were to walk up here, I would be pinging my Malzahar to walk up and play aggressively, and I would be looking for this. I would be looking for the side lane as deep as possible. It really can't be understated how broken the flow chart of push one side lane, look for a gank. If the gank is there, cool, take it, free kill. If the gank isn't there, whatever. My upgraded boots, I'm back top lane in 10 seconds. You generate so much pressure and so many free kills and so many opportunities off of just making a play like this. And again, it happened the last time with the dragon play, and it happened now because Irelia died in side lane. The enemy team now feels really pressured to make a play on the opposite side of the map because we overloaded 2 on one side. Now they want to, since we made it a 2-on-1 on the bot side, now it's a 4v3 for them on the other side. But with a normal champion, if I were playing a normal champion and did that, yes, they'd be right. They have a lot of time to make a 4v3, look for a trap play, whatever. But since I'm playing Quinn, we just killed the Irelia 10 seconds ago, and I'm already in topside. And now the enemy team really thought they were and now enemy team thought they had a tempo advantage, but in reality, because Quinn cheats tempo so much, they're now caught out. They're in a really bad position. And with Malzahar TPing, we secure an ace and the Baron. And I don't really need to show the rest of this game because the game essentially ends at this point. I hope this VOD review, no matter how scuffed it may have been, was able to highlight the game plan and what I'm thinking about in the mid game, because the mid game is really what matters. Mid game is what wins 90% of your games. And if you can get this down, if you can consistently scan your surroundings for fights and picks and make the right decisions, Quinn is really broken because you're in 3 lanes at once. I hope this video could be of help to you. And good luck on the climb. Thanks for watching.